What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel for hopefully a definitive test here. If you guys caught the video right before this, very frustrated and very intermittent and no real conclusive results on why seemingly the new firmware and software update seems to be getting worse readings here with the Square. Just updated things. But for this video, we're going to be testing out how you can get some very cheap, very affordable, and a ton of reflective tape on Amazon and use that either in addition to, which I'm gonna have an idea of, I haven't seen anyone mention that, either in addition to or in replace of the Square reflective stickers that you get, the 20 of them that you get with the Square. So shout out to Spike's Blue Collar Sim Golf. I believe it was him that posted it in the Facebook group. He posted a couple different Amazon links for tape. The first one sold out pretty quick. This one I got, I don't remember the exact name. I'll link it down below if you guys are curious, but I think it's like 30 feet. It's the reflective tape. I know it's kind of dark, so you can't quite tell. This one doesn't have anything. These are my old wedges, but he linked the one that I think was a 1/2 inch, which I measured the actual stickers that came with the Square. They were a little bit wider than that, so I got the 3/4 inch, and my thinking is with a little bit wider tape will give the Square, depending on how you put it on. First and foremost, I have the printed out page from the manual. How you have it actually taped on there, the exact distance from when it's flat, and also how you're hitting a shot. If you have something that's really upright, really flat, whatever the case may be, with a little bit thicker tape will give you a wider option and a wider kind of viewing angle with the wider tape for the Square to actually pick up the club path. But we're going to test it out. So if you guys have been seeing, we're on the Square range here. If you guys have been seeing my wedges that I like to use on course and that I would use outside, my Amazon wedges, they're forged with milled faces, but the problem with those is they literally tear the cover off the ball and they end up leaving scuff marks and like burn marks on the screen because they get so much spin. So I went back to my old wedges and I've been saving some of those. I put on the club stickers. You only get 20 of them from the Square. I put them on my clubs. So I've been hesitant to kind of put them on like backup clubs or if like friends or family come over. But now with this cheap reflective tape you can get on Amazon, should be able to add it to either backup clubs, friends or family, and they can get club data and also some estimated side spin and whatnot. I mean, that was a whole nother can of worms that you guys may have saw on the last video, but let's hopefully try to keep this one a little bit shorter than the last one and test this out. So I guess first and foremost, this is my 60-degree wedge. My old wedge doesn't have any tape on it. So you can see now with the new range, the club data over here on the right-hand side. This is just a regular ball here, 60-degree. We'll hit 3 just because I was testing stuff before with the update and it was very inconclusive results, but no club data. I don't think we got a ready on that one. There we go. No club data. And again, this is an issue with this update. If you guys saw the backspin on those two, 1500 backspin with a regular ball and a 60-degree. Obviously, not even in the ballpark of being correct, which is a whole nother issue. But third and final shot, no club sticker. And again, no club data. Backspin numbers are all jacked up. I think there's a correlation between regular balls and getting the club data. But now, if we go here, I've got a pair of scissors and a tape measure. I have this printed out. This is page number 13, or at least it was. I don't know if they changed the user manual. Page number 13 from the user manual about applying club marker, and it needs to be 20 centimeters from when the club is basically flat on the ground, 20 centimeters up, which converts over to, for people in the US like me, 7.87 inches. So basically just shy of 8 inches, and with the thicker tape being 3/4 of an inch as opposed to 1/2 inch or somewhere right in between that the Square actually comes with, a little bit wider area, so should cover a bit more of the club. I'm going to take my gloves off just so I can be a little more precise with this, but I actually tested this out on a driver shaft before, but we'll save any kind of conclusions for that. So I just have some painter's tape to hold this straight. All I'm going to do is take about I don't know, inch and a half worth of tape here. Maybe close to 2 inches, I don't know. Doesn't have to be exact. We're going to cut that off. Put the painter's tape back on to keep this in place. Get that over here. And what we're going to do now is, it's easier, I found, if I move my bag over, you prop this up on something. I'm just going to hold it like this. It's easier if you have something right next to you to prop it up, but I found it doesn't need to be perfect. So if we go there, what I do is I put my finger on it and I measure right about 8 inches, and I put my finger right where that should be. So if we go about there, which is pretty close to flush with the ground, if we go 8 inches up, maybe I'll go like that up on my shoulder. Very inexact measurements here, but kind of the point of it. I mean, a 60 degree, you can vary of how you have it addressed at the ball. All right, right about here, that's about 8 inches. I'm going to try, while keeping my finger right there at 8 inches, try to get this adhesive backing off of this. Maybe easier said than done here. Oh, should have done this first. Gonna have to remeasure. All right, we got it off. Now, remeasure again. That's pretty good there. 8 inches is going to be just shy of that, but right about there. Get the tape started on here. Wrap this around. I'm kind of OCD, so I like having it as straight as I can. Oh, and the tape tore on me. I was kind of pulling it. Again, if you guys caught my earlier video, it's 17 degrees out right now, so some of my technical issues and maybe some of that tape right there issue could be part of it, because it's literally 15 degrees below freezing right now. But we do have the tape on. Before I was getting, I don't know if this is exactly the best time to test it. I did the update, so it kind of is what it is. I don't know if this is the best time to test stuff, because before, even with the official stickers, it was not registering the club data every single time. But now, if I go over here, there you have it, the club sticker on there. So if all things go to plan, they should get club data at least most of the time. Again, that has to do with the square, probably my setup, maybe if the cold weather is messing with it, but same 60 degree now, regular ball, club stickers on. And I don't think we had a ready on that. There we go. And as you can see now, this is kind of what I was saying before, and this is what I was getting when I was doing my test. Still only 1,400 backspin. I think it has to do with, before, for whatever reason, even with the regular club stickers, like I was hitting approach wedge, 9-iron, 8-iron, that kind of stuff. With this new update, for whatever reason, most of the time it would get the club path, but most of the time it wasn't getting, like 50% of the time, at least, it wasn't getting the attack angle. So regular ball, 1,400 backspin on a 60 degree, obviously that's not right, but for the sake of this test, the main concern is getting club data. The firmware update, they're going to have to fix that. That's kind of a secondary kind of mute point. But as you can see on that one, we got club path on the Amazon, cheap Amazon tape here. So if we hit a couple more, that one missed it. But again, I think that has more to do with possibly some issues in this square update. That one got the path, still no attack angle. Just for a point of reference, my approach wedge was doing the same thing before. So this is my approach wedge with the actual sticker. You guys may be able to see a little bit of difference in how the width of this tape. So if I get over here, I'm going to try to line these up, but this is the one I just put on. This is the official square. So I don't know, I'd have to measure it, but it's probably about 25% longer and more area to cover. And the reason why I mentioned at the beginning, the possibly adding it on, what I'm planning on doing is probably just adding on the official stickers that I have, because again, I think it matters. It's pretty precise on the 7.8 inches or whatever it is that you have to have it. If you happen to like choke down or you have your clubs more flat or upright, if you didn't put it on exactly right, that's going to matter on the 8 inches of where it is to the ground. So my plan is to add, same thing with this Amazon tape, just to add a layer above and below the where I have the regular square stickers. So again, no matter how I have the club, that'll cover probably an inch, even more, inch and a half, 2 inches of the entire shaft here. It won't look the prettiest in the world, but to me, you barely even notice it. It'll cover a lot more surface area on the club. So no matter how you have the club orientated, either upright or flat, etc., that still should be in the viewing angle or viewing area for the square to pick up the club data. But as a reference point, that was my approach wedge. So still 1,600 with the regular ball, and again with the official square sticker, we're only getting club path and the face to target. For whatever reason, it's not picking up the attack angle. I don't know why. I was debating whether I wanted to do some of this testing before I did the new update. Again, you bring in a whole lot of outside variables of updating stuff and it not working the way it should. But back to the 60 degree that I just put the sticker on. That was just to show you guys again, it doesn't have to do with the tape. Even the official square stickers with that approach wedge was still only getting 2 of the club data metrics. But the main thing here is that, again, for that one, for the 60 degree, we're still getting the club path. So these issues with the backspin and the attack angle and dynamic loft, to me, that is an issue with the firmware and the software update with Square that they need to fix. But pretty conclusive test. Like I said, I tested it. I did a live stream last night. I tested it on the 3-wood shaft that I have in my driver that I switched out. I put the Amazon tape on there, and it was working pretty good. So I did know it was going to work, kind of spoiler alert before this test. But I wanted to kind of do this live, so to speak, for a video to show you guys. And it does, in fact, work. So that one, I mean, I can really manipulate it if I really swing across this from in to out. 6.8 degrees into out. If I do the opposite, which you kind of just saw, if I swipe across it, that one was 6.8 degrees into out, basically swinging this way. Now if I go a line to the left, swing across it, 4.3 degrees. Ooh, that's maybe a misread there. I feel like I swung. There we go, 11.6 degrees out to in. So goes to show that you can buy this cheap additional tape on Amazon and it will work. Kind of the wonkiness in some of these readings that I'm getting, again, has to do with the firmware. So it is what it is in terms of testing, but pretty good. I'm going to link it down below for Amazon. It was cheap. You could get the half-inch tape. I think it was like $9. I got the 3/4-inch tape, which was like $10, I think. $10.50. It came out to like $11 and change, but for like 30 some feet of tape, you can literally tape probably 100 sets of clubs for the same roll of tape and it'll be fine. Whether, I mean, again, that tore when I put it on, the tape kind of ripped in half, but for it being so cheap, you can put it on multiple times. You could do different sections. So I could do it there, and I could do one below it, one above it, give the square the biggest viewing area possible. And I think the temperature had to do with that maybe coming off a little bit and tearing. Whether it stays on as good as the original ones, I don't know, but for $10, you can just put it on again. It takes 2 seconds. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Quick little test here. If you have friends or family, or if you have an extra set of clubs you want to put the stickers on to get club data, which again kind of is what it is with the new update, but it does work. So go over, check out that Amazon link. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.